Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton. Nick Trenton's Stop Overthinking is a modern, practical self help guide that helps you understand the roots of overthinking and teaches you how to quiet your mind, control your thoughts, and live peacefully. The book isn't just about thinking less, it's about thinking better. Trenton shows how overthinking steals your energy, happiness, and confidence, and how to replace endless mental chatter with calm focus and emotional freedom. It's a book for anyone who can't switch off their brain, who replays conversations, worries about the future, or criticizes themselves for the past. It's written in a clear, realistic tone, offering both understanding and actionable strategies. The trap of overthinking. Tenton begins by explaining that overthinking is not intelligence, it's mental noise. You might believe you are preparing, analyzing, or protecting yourself by thinking too much, but in reality, you are draining your emotional energy. Overthinking happens when your mind is stuck between fear of the past and fear of the future. You replay old mistakes and imagine possible failures. This constant rumination keeps your mind trapped in worry rather than action. He explains that signs of overthinking. You replay conversations over and over. You second guess your choices. You worry about things outside your control. You delay action because you are afraid of mistakes. You constantly compare yourself to others. Trenton says overthinking doesn't solve problems, it creates them. Understanding why you overthink. Overthinking is often a defense mechanism. It's your brain's way of trying to stay safe from pain, rejection, or failure. Trenton breaks down common causes: fear of uncertainty, you want to control every possible outcome; fear of judgment, you constantly imagine what others think; perfectionism, you believe things must be flawless or not done at all; past trauma, you've been hurt before, so you overanalyze to avoid future pain; lack of self trust, you don't believe in your own decisions. He emphasizes that overthinking is learned, not natural, which means it can be unlearned. Awareness, the first step to freedom. The key to ending overthinking is awareness. You can't stop a thought you don't notice. Trenton suggests observing your thoughts as if you were watching clouds in the sky. Instead of saying I'm anxious, say I notice anxiety. The simple distance creates freedom. You are not your thoughts, you have thoughts. He introduces metacognition, thinking about your thinking. Once you become aware, you can choose whether to continue the thought or let it pass. The overthinking cycle. Tanton explains that overthinking follows a predictable cycle: trigger, thought, emotion, reaction, regret, new thought, repeat. For example, trigger: someone doesn't reply to your message, thought. They must be ignoring me, emotion, anxiety or anger. Reaction: you send more text or withdraw. Regret: I overreacted. New thought: I'm terrible at relationships. To break the cycle, interrupt it early, right at the thought stage, and ask yourself: is this fact or imagination? Can I control this? What would I tell a friend in this situation? Shift from thinking to acting. The more you think, the less you act, and the less you act, the more anxious you feel. Trenton says action is the antidote to overthinking. Don't wait for perfect clarity. Start small. Even a small action breaks the mental loop and builds momentum. Example: instead of analyzing your future career endlessly, send one email or research one course. Instead of replaying a mistake, apologize or learn the lesson. Thinking should serve action, not replace it. The power of present moment. Much of our thinking comes from living anywhere but the present. You are stuck in past guilt or future anxiety. Ten emphasizes mindfulness, the art of focusing completely on now. Simple practices include paying attention to your breath, feeling your surroundings, touch, sound, light, naming what you see, chair, phone, wall, window, doing one task at a time, no multitasking. When your attention is on the present, the mind has no space for endless what if thoughts. He says the mind can't be both anxious and present. Reprogramming your mind. Your thoughts are habits built from repetition. Trenton teaches how to reprogram your thought patterns through cognitive restructuring, replacing distorted thoughts with balanced ones. Common distorted patterns include catastrophizing. This will ruin everything. Mind reading. They must think I'm stupid. Black and white thinking. If it's not perfect, it's worthless. Overgeneralizing. I always fail. Instead of believing them, question them. What proof do I have? What's another way to see this? What's the best possible outcome? By replacing false thoughts with rational ones, you train your brain to stay calm and realistic. Emotional detachment. Overthinkers often take everything personally and emotionally. Trenton introduces the concept of detachment, not in a cold way, but as emotional freedom. Detachment means accepting that you can't control other people's behavior, you can't predict the future, you can survive mistakes. He says peace doesn't come from control, it comes from surrender. When you stop trying to control every outcome, your mind relaxes naturally. Building self trust. One reason we overthink is lack of trust in our decisions. Tantan encourages you to strengthen self trust through small, consistent actions. Prove to yourself that you follow through. Self compassion. Forgive yourself when things go wrong. Experience. Confidence grows by doing, not by analyzing. Every time you act, you tell your brain, I can handle life. Over time, this becomes your new identity. Calm and capable. Dealing with anxiety. Tantan explains that anxiety and overthinking are deeply connected. When your body is anxious, your mind searches for reasons and it starts spinning stories. He offers practical tools to calm anxiety. Deep breathing, 4-7-8 technique. Physical grounding, touching something near you. Naming three things you see, hear, and feel. Moving your body, walk, stretch, or exercise. When your body is calm, your thoughts slow down naturally. The role of self talk. How you talk to yourself shapes your emotional world. Overthinkers often use harsh self talk. I'm so stupid. Why can't I stop worrying? I mess everything up. Tanton suggests changing your inner dialogue to gentle, realistic language. I'm doing my best. It's okay not to know everything. This thought is not the truth. Self talk should sound like the way you would comfort a friend, not criticize them. Simplifying life. The more complex your environment, the more fuel your brain has to overthink. Trenton advises simplifying your surroundings and routine. Declutter your space. Reduce digital noise, social media notifications. Set boundaries with the draining people. Focus on fewer meaningful goals. Simplicity brings clarity. When life is less chaotic, your mind feels lighter. The importance of letting go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing what's beyond your control. Tanton uses the metaphor of holding a rope that's burning your hands. The tighter you hold, the more it hurts. You can let go of the need to be perfect, the need to please everyone, the need to know the future. He says you can't control the waves, but you can learn to surf. Replacing overthinking with reflection. Overthinking is repetitive and emotional. Reflection is thoughtful and purposeful. Tanton encourages replacing worry with a structured reflection. Write in a journal daily. Ask, what did I learn today? Focus on lessons, not regrets. Reflection brings insight. Overthinking brings paralysis. Living with calm confidence. The final chapters focus on what life feels like beyond overthinking, peaceful. This is even self assured. You'll still have thoughts, but they'll no longer control you. You'll still face uncertainty, but you will trust yourself to handle it. Trenton says the goal isn't to silence your mind completely, but to master it, to let thoughts come and go without losing your balance. The core message: awareness ends automatic thinking, action ends endless analysis, acceptance ends resistance, simplicity ends chaos, self trust ends doubt. In short, peace of mind isn't found by thinking more, it's found by thinking less and living more.